This video is about how to get sub 4 on 7x7. So without further ado, let's get started. So first thing I want to say is get better hardware. I have the Wuji 7x7, and that's really good. I personally recommend the Yushin to you guys. Even though the Wuji, in my opinion, is better than the Yushin, I recommend the Yushin because the Wuji breaks. Now, some people haven't experienced breaks on the Wuji and are probably like, what are you talking about? But from my personal experience and some of my friends' personal experiences, it breaks. So yeah, that's also a problem I have with the Wuhua, but I'm not going to talk about that now. So the first thing is hardware. Go for a Yushin 7x7, a Wuji 7x7, or a cubic Afu. The cubic Afu is pretty expensive. There's a new 7x7 in the market, actually. It's the Zcube 7x7. And I'm not sure what to think of it. I haven't tried it, but if any of you have, because it's fairly new, if any of you have had, please tell me in the comments what you thought of the 7x7. Otherwise, I might just get it and do a review on it. Cyber Monday is going to be what I probably order a bunch of stuff and probably have a big unboxing soon. So yeah. Moving on to tip number 2, center efficiency. So if you're not building bars, you're doing something wrong. You need to start building bars, and you need to start building in a certain. I like doing something like, so bars is pretty simple. I'm not going to go over bars because bars are easy, but I will go over something like this. So I see something kind of like this. I see these pieces. What I would do in this situation is bring this down, bring that center piece down, kind of make something like that, build this kind of bar, and then build something like this. And that was insanely easy. And then move on to your third, move on to your fourth, and you have a center pretty fast. But just building something like this is insanely helpful. Or if you see something like this, just yeah, it's really helpful for getting your times down. I'm on the verge of sub 330, so yeah, just trying to. I have a 321 PB and a sub 330 average of 12 on 7x7, but just trying to get it official sub 330, and then I'll make a video on that. So yeah, center efficiency is super important. Let me go over last two centers actually in a sec. All right, for last two centers, it's just last two centers is kind of like really hard for a lot of people. For me, I find it easier now. I'm happy to get the last two centers because it takes me around anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds depending on the case. So first thing you want to do for last two centers is build a center bar. So I see something easy like this, build this center bar. The second thing you want to do is you want to build an outer bar. So I see something like this, I'm going to build something like that. Then you want to build a third bar to put in the middle there, like that. And then you want to build something, you want to build the fourth bar right here. I don't know why that came out. That shouldn't have come out. And then you want to build this fourth bar, but you see here is this is a pretty, you could create a last two center case that is one alg. Here you just see these two pieces could match up, or you could do something like this, but I prefer something just to keep it simple, less moves. Move this right here, now you have this, now you have that, commutator. So yeah, that was pretty simple last two centers. I'm going to do another last two center case. Let me just scramble up more. All right, so this is easy enough. You're going for something, you want to, again, go for the middle bar. This time it's harder, but now you have something like this. This is a T case for me. Find a centerpiece on like the center edge piece, and now you have that sidebar and the middle bar. Now, third thing you want to do here is you want to build in this bar. I'm going to go for something like that. Like that. And right here you can do something that can combine both those bars, and you have a double commutator. I don't know how to reduce that case, so I usually reduce either to 1 or 2 commutators. Yeah, that's pretty much it for last two centers. I covered it mostly in the first time I did it, but the second time I just wanted to create a new case, so it applies to all cases. So thirdly, or fourthly, I don't know what step I'm on, probably third step, edge efficiency. So with edges, you want to be very precise, always looking ahead. So you see this piece right here. You could do something like this, flip, slice, put that in there like that, or you could do something like this, and what this could probably save more moves is you want to, this is right there, add that like that, like that. That way you don't have to do any flip algs and then search for the next piece. So keep an eye on these two pieces is what I would do. Keeping an eye on that edge right there, looking around the cube, seeing that edge, just looking for edges rapidly is what you want to do. And the Wuji's outer layers are phenomenal. So that's why I love the Wuji. Edges go by like a breeze. I didn't finish this center. I don't know what happened there. I must have made a wrong move not to finish it. But anyways, try to avoid doing flip algs as much as possible. At least because they take up a lot of moves, and it's just less efficient just to keep doing flip algs the whole time. Like sometimes flip algs can be efficient, like with this case. You have that edge and that edge right there. You flip like that, and then like this. So having knowledge of how the pieces move around is definitely important. Very important, actually. So now move on to the last 4 edges. It's pretty simple. Just kind of like last 4 edges on 5x5. Build more. It's really like applying 5x5 last 2 edge algs to 7x7. I'll try to find, hopefully I can get an alg in a second. I couldn't get one, so I'll create one after I'm done solving for parity. So something like this, for example. This is a 5x5 last 2 edge alg. Something like this, for example, this 2-edge split. You'd have to like do so many like flip algs and so many moves to actually get that together, unless you know last 2 edge 5x5 alg like that. And it really helps. Learning those 5x5 last 2 edge algs and then applying them to 7x7 can lower your times by 20 seconds or more. So yeah. Next is 3x3 stage. It's really just looking ahead while you're doing last 4 edges. My 3x3 stage is like anywhere from 12 to 15 seconds. No, 12 to 18 seconds. Anywhere in that range. Depending on the cases that I get. Like if I got like something like this case is like so painful to solve. It's like 4 seconds. But yeah, edge efficiency, center efficiency, last two edge algs for 5x5 and applying them to 7x7, and last 2 center efficiency as well. And look ahead is also important to that. So now that we've done that, I am going to do a 7x7 solve to end the video. All right. That's funny. I actually consider this to be a pretty bad solve. Centers are really good. Edges were terrible. I got a bad alg, so not sub 350. But you know, 352, pretty good. But yeah, that concludes the video, guys. And let's thanks for watching.